So here we've got a quick guide detailing the process of making simple video abstracts to complement and increase the visibility of your newly accepted paper. So the first thing to do is draft your storyboard. Think about the visual elements of your story and roughly sketch them out. Try to include context of the study and key novel findings using your abstract as a guide. Think of it like a 1-minute flash or lightning talk, a very simple synopsis. Once you've got some idea then of what you'd like to include, draw everything out on one page to visualise how it will all fit together and adjust as necessary. To indicate order, you can either use a classic storyboard template to show each new step, or you could assign numbers to each part of the drawing for you to refer back to. If possible, and it fits with the flow of your story, draw the most difficult part first so that you can stop and start again if needed. And then just practice drawing the story out a couple of times to get it clear in your mind. Alternatively, instead of making one continuous drawing, you could pre-draw items on separate pieces of paper, cut them out, and then add these to the page one at a time. The next step is to draft your written script. So you want to keep this to half to 1 A4 page in length, which should translate to around 2 to 3 minutes of audio. You want to keep it clear and concise, using relaxed language and no jargon, and ensure it fits with the order of the drawings. You can always adjust your storyboard again if needed for the best flow. So now you need to record your video, using whatever equipment you have available. So the way I do this is to set up my mobile phone, but you could also use a digital camera or iPad, above a sheet of white paper, holding it in place with a clamp stand. But you could basically use any equipment you have available that will allow you to hold your camera above a sheet of white paper. You may want to tape the paper down to the table to ensure it doesn't move. Check the lighting in the room to minimise shadowing. Also check your orientation of the paper, as rotating this by an arbitrary angle later is a bit difficult. Importantly, turn off autofocus if that's possible and focus on a test page. And then all you need to do is record using the highest quality option available. Don't worry too much about pauses, as you can edit these out later. When you've got a video you're happy with, you can then import it to your computer as standard using either file share services like Google Drive or per cable. So that's the tricky part over, and now all you need to do is bring everything together. Firstly, you'll need to adapt the title and final slides to include the title of your paper, authors, and the year of publication. And you can do this using the provided PowerPoint template and saving these as high-resolution PNG files. You then need to edit the video, and for this you'll need to use movie-making software such as iMovie for Mac users, which is free as standard. You might just need to download it from the App Store, or for Windows you can use the alternative Movie Maker. And for both of these you can refer to the step-by-step video or typed guides provided. Within these software you can record the voiceover from your script as the movie is playing, or alternatively you can record a separate audio file using QuickTime, for example, and add this into your movie later. All that's left to do now is check that everything looks and sounds good, save your file and send it to your corresponding editor. If they're large files, you might need to compress them prior to sending. From experience, this whole process takes around a total of 1 day, split up however you see fit. It's a really fun process and a great and simple way to share and increase the visibility of your research.